is working properly. Let me just check real quick. Might take a minute to load. Hello, Sleepy Wolf. Welcome to the stream, bro. Does my microphone sound okay before I start talking? Get rid of this camera. Get rid of this. Right, perfect, thank you. We're making a Dalek spaceship today because I need it for some of our movie scenes that we're making. We've got the green screen all around it in the background, so we could do special effects. I love that Dalek. There's one next to him as well. You put this on. I'm doing okay today, thank you very much. How are you today? I hope you're very well. And I hope the weather's good for you. It's very nice here. I'm going to take the sun from the green screen and I turn it off. And then make this one a different one for modelling because the green makes it hard to see sometimes. So we'll just put that normally like that. There we go. Awesome. Right. I'm just going to check if my stream's loaded on my YouTube before I start building because it is not loading for me. And it's always nice to keep track of the comments in case I miss one. But my stream is not loading on YouTube. Very confusing. It doesn't matter though. Let me see if I could change the settings here. Broadcast. Can't change those settings whilst I'm streaming. But anyway, let's start building a Dalek spaceship. I'm going to go for one of the ones from Series 1 to Series 4. But I need some reference images on my phone, so bear with me for just a second whilst I look on my phone for some images. Dalek spaceship. They change throughout the series, so there's a lot of inconsistency with the ship designs, and Chris Chibnall absolutely changed the whole aspect of the ships. So, see, the ones in a Time War look different to the ones that are in Series 1 with Christopher Eccleston. They're different ships, but you don't get a really good look at the newer ones. Just glimpses of certain aspects of them. It's hard to see what they actually look like full screen. Let me see if I've got any screenshots on my phone. I always screenshot things. So let me hear a look. New. Right. Let's start off with the basic shape of a Dalek spaceship. We start off with a round circle. It's always important when you're modelling on Dreams to put the stamp tool on and just stamp it, because if you put the smear tool on, let me show you what happens when you do that. Sometimes you accidentally press it for too long and now the shape's not symmetrical. So then if you put on kaleidoscope, and the mirror, it's not exactly symmetrical. So stamp mode lets you have a really symmetrical shape. It's always important to do that. We'll drop this down just a little bit. Okay. So the shape of a Dalek spaceship. Let me just Google real quick. This bit in the center. And then you sort of okay, I see. Right, I'm going to put that up with this tool here. Put that up there, out of the way. So that's the center. And then you've got some bigger ones here. So we're just sizing it up at the moment. Make sure they all fit into the center. Line them all up. That doesn't work very well. What kind of shape should I do? This is the hard part, is shaping it all up. Right. Stamp mode on. I'll do Series 1 design because there seems to be more references for those. It's on the top, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rings around. So if we go 7 like this, awesome. So this one is basically the center is a shape like this. I will cut the bottom off because you only see the top of this part on the ship. And I think it will be easier to add the details on. But now we start from the center and we can add some basic details. So sort of like very confusing, sort of like this. Now what you can do is if you find which one of these is on the grid, which none of them are on the grid. Get this lined up nicely here. Right, so there we go. That one should be on the grid now. So now what we can do is, because it is on the grid, we could bring these round and just rotate them very nicely. And these now will give you the details that you need for the decorative parts. Sometimes they don't go all the way around properly, so what you need to do is delete them. Because I squished the shape down, sometimes you just need to redo the shape like this. Awesome. You see, that's given us some of the details that we need. Stretch these ones into the center. And now meet it nicely there. And then because this one is on the grid, then we can bring it so it's directly upwards, which will probably be there. And then this one will come and sit around the center, which will be here. And then if you just do this, it gives you a nice shape, as you can see. So that is the first part of the Dalek ship, and that will go on the top. I think I should have squished it down just a little bit more. But that will give us basically the shape that we want so far. Now we need to build the main body. And how do we do that? We will need the shape again. Which one shall I use? They should all be pointing up towards the same point. So if I change the shape of them, like this, It should all work very nicely now. Yep, that looks to be in the center. Bring them down just a little bit. Okay, that looks good to me. Make sure they all line up into the center again. There we go, perfecto. And then what I do is I delete the bottom the same as we did with the front. And that will give us a nice flat surface. Make sure it's the right size that you need. Let me just check the images again. So yeah, the struts that come down the body follow the same line as the ones that are on the top. So now, because that's aligned onto the grid, we can start pulling them around like this. And then this will give us the sections that we need. It doesn't always go the correct radiant of the circle because we've squished it down so much. So as you can see, it's not giving us the right shape. So what we can do is we can just go and follow it around again. You see that looks a little bit better. And you take these ones, and you can do the same thing. There we go. So now we've got the top section of the ship. So now we need a cylinder. And we're going to make sure the grid is on, pointing up the direction. Make sure all of these circles are in the center. Make sure they're all lined up neatly. Using the white lines inside the shape. There we go. Bring this down. It needs to be the same size as the part we just made. So just resize that just a second. Awesome. Now we can bring the bottom of the cylinder up here, and it needs to be about this sort of width. It's not too thick. And now we put the grid on once again. And we get ourselves a cube. And now we put the kaleidoscope all the way up to the maximum 32. And now we can cut an angle into the cylinder that we just made. That sort of shape. There you go. See? Nice. Now you've got jagged lines here. So what I like to do is, because the grid's aligned on this area, I'm going to get one of the lights from over here and just shine it on the ship so I can see what I'm doing. Change the lighting. There we go. Change it up a little bit. You don't want it so bright because it will dazzle our eyes and we won't be able to see. That did absolutely nothing. Okay. Our next move is to take off the grid. And we can rotate these just a slight angle. Actually, no, I need to make sure the angle looks like enough. So I think it shouldn't be so sharp. I think it should be like that. There we go. I can see it better now. So now we want to eliminate the lines that are in. So you just mess around with rotating the cubes. It's a little bit difficult when you've got the precise move on. I like to take that off so I can use the analog sticks. And as you can see now, we eliminate the lines that are there. So, there we go. There's still some lines, but you just have to be patient and just get rid of them. Like so. Dreams is very fiddly sometimes, but if you keep at it, it will look good. It'll look good. So there you go. It looks a little bit better. Now I need to do the underside of the ship. So we've got a big round bit in the middle. So let me see if I can get another picture of it. Yeah, we've got a big round middle one. Do you know what? The angle I had before was correct. It's really steep, the angle underneath the center. So what I'll do is I'll actually make it even more steep. I want it to look right because I've made ships before and they did not look right. Yeah, see, that looks pretty good. Yep. So maybe the ship will have those round bits underneath, one for each of these struts that are coming off. I think that's what I'll do. Looking at these reference images online, I think that's the case. Got a nice bit of detail there. Right, so underneath we're going to flip this upside down now. Still aligned to the grid. I'm going to bring the bottom of the cylinder down so we can get it looking smaller in the midsection. Because the midsection is not that big. Nice. Bear with me for just a moment whilst I'm looking at the reference photos. So we can take this, we can make it bigger. Hopefully people will make one for Starfield soon also. Hello Nibbles, welcome to the stream. I've never played Starfield. It's on Xbox, so I use a PlayStation. But it looks really good. The game looks really good. And if people did start making Dalek spaceships, maybe I'll buy an Xbox. Wouldn't that be cool? But That would be awesome, actually. So now we're going to bring this down, squish it like we did the one at the top. Make sure it doesn't poke through. There we go. That looks good, actually. Just a little bit larger. Make sure the white lines are all together. So it is. All right, there we go. Perfect. Oh wow, that would be amazing if you could play the game as a Dalek or a Dalek spaceship. Do you mean like a Dalek spaceship players or an actual Dalek in the game as a playable character? Because that would be really awesome if you could be a Dalek. Taking us back to 7, by the way, just to not confuse anyone. And we will bring the semicircles back. Now we need to go and put these here, where the struts are. And then the same as we did before, squish these down, but not so much. So as you can see here, I think I might shrink that middle one just a little bit. I think it's too large. There you go. See? It's already looking like a Dalek spaceship now. It's not perfect. Obviously, it will take time to make sure it looks good. The shadows don't look that good, so I'm going to change the material a little bit. Make it metal. Make it a little bit shiny. Here we go. We'll weather it and texture it soon. Look at that. I will answer your message in just a second, by the way. Nibbles. So the last few episodes of Doctor Who have been actually not too bad. However, the recent one with Rogue, I'm not sure how I feel about the Doctor being such a flirtatious character, shall we say. I didn't like him coming onto the guy. When the Doctor starts being too human and flirting and instigating relationships like that, it weirds me out just a little bit, because people say Captain Jack kissed the Ninth Doctor, and they say the Doctor went out with River Song, or the Doctor kissed Rose. Each time those happened in the past, the Doctor has been really awkward, and he's been like, "Ooh, crikey, what's happening here? Ooh, I don't know how to react to this." And then it started to get a bit weird when we had Jodie Whittaker. Yeah, exactly. He's always been awkward. Like when Rose kissed him when she was Lady Cassandra, he was awkward then. You never really seen the 10th Doctor and Rose kiss romantically. It was always when Rose was being possessed by Lady Cassandra, or River Song was being a little bit of a naughty girly. And he's always been awkward. So to see the Doctor being so flirtatious and a little bit of a whore, shall I say. I don't like being rude on the streams, but that's how it seemed to me. It was a little bit off-putting and cringed me off. Yeah, Madame de Pompadour, that was an interesting one. Madame de Pompadour. Because for her, it was her whole life. But for Doctor, it was like about 10 minutes, because he kept going through the time door. So I don't know what he was thinking there. And also, like, he fancied Rose, so the fact that he liked Madame de Pompadour as well, like, I guess the Doctor is a little bit of a whore then. But yeah, seeing Ncuti Gatwa doing the flirting, I was just like, ooh. But it's got nothing to do with like being homophobic or anything like that, because I'm not like homophobic in any way. Some people are. Some people are very homophobic, and they're like, gay people are on my screen kissing, And the fact that he's black too, like, brings another layer of disrespect from the Doctor Who fans. Yeah, like, if you're gay, it's cool. You know, I've got gay people in my family. My cousin is a gay. Well, actually, I think I've got two gay cousins now. But gay people, I've got nothing against gay people. We're all human at the end of the day. Doesn't matter what color you are, either blacks, all of that. I've got black friends. I've got black family too. So at the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with race or like gayness. I just don't like them making the character so human. Can you imagine Tom Baker frickin' snogging people? That would be weird. Or Peter Davison, or John Pertwee. No. So why is it okay for the Doctor to start doing it now? Running around like a little teenager. But that is my thoughts on it. But the rest of the episodes were absolutely fantastic so far. My favourite episode of the new series so far is probably The Devil's Chords. I loved the character of... is their name Mysterio? Maestro, that's it, Maestro. The music Maestro. That character is awesome. I enjoyed that. Very camp, very funny. Hoping for the Daleks this season. I don't think we're going to get Daleks this season unless they're in the Christmas special. We'll probably get Daleks next season. I think Ncuti Gatwa's getting into the role of being a doctor, and I think once he's settled in, we'll have the Daleks next season. They might be like the series final. I wonder what they'll be up to this time. I'm waiting to see what the new design of Daleks look like, because these boys down here, they've been used to death, and even though they look cool, I can't wait to see what the new Daleks look like. Daleks in the snow, yes. The Daleks were in the snow in, not the Day of the Doctor. Was it the Time of the Doctor? Matt Smith, when he regenerated. They were in the snow a little bit there, but I know what you mean. Like, seeing Daleks in the snow, it just would look beautiful. Just exterminating everyone. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a new Dalek design. We definitely need one for sure. I feel like these round bits are too small, so we're going to make them bigger. Flip the ship over on the other side. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go. That looks more evenly proportioned. Nice. I'd love to see something like that, at the very least for them. Hold on. I wonder if I can get your comments on the screen, because the PlayStation is making them not come up very well. Oh, overlay options. Display chat, display activity, position, center right. Okay, cool. But it doesn't make your comments come on for long. Your comments shoot off really fast. Interesting. Okay. I would like to be able to see the stream on my phone so I can check if I've missed any comments, but for some reason, it doesn't load. It's very confusing. For me, it's not showing that there is a stream on my YouTube. I assume people are watching on YouTube. See, it says live, but I can't click on it. Oh, I've got it now. Oh. I've got it. There we go, guys. Right, I can read your comments now. I'd love to see something like that, at the very least for them, yes. TARDIS interior lighting was cool in the episode, like the Devil's Cooled, where it was purple lighting or orange. Have you guys noticed that the sonic screwdriver keeps changing colours? It was blue, but when we seen the Devil's Cooled, it was red. And also in the last episode of Rogue, I noticed the screwdriver was red also. But I thought the screwdriver was blue, so I wonder why it changes colour. It's very interesting. I don't know if anyone else has noticed. Got 5 people watching the stream. Welcome to the stream, guys. Feel free to leave a comment and I will respond whilst I'm building. Starting to take shape, guys. Starting to take shape. So, probably custom change the sonic screwdriver, maybe. Yeah, but like, I don't know, like, why it would change color. It seems to be like random colors. These need to be completely round. I'm going to make some of these so I can put them onto the bottom of the ship. So we're just going to make them completely round. Make sure when you're on Dreams that stamp mode is on. Skadoosh. I'm going to start adding some detail on these parts. Awesome. There is a little bit of sticky out bit, which I shall use the cylinder. Like that. But it doesn't need to be so tall. Bring that right down. And then we have some parts that have balls on. Let me see what you're saying in your comments. Speaking of 15th Sonic, what's the best way to make that in Dreams? I am not sure, but I can get some reference photos, or if you send me some on Discord, maybe I can do a stream where I can make that, because that would seem like a very interesting thing to make. I could start off the shape of it. How I would start making a sonic screwdriver for the 15th Doctor is do the same as what I'm doing with the Dalek Spaceship. We got the stamp mode on, we can use the... Oh, I don't think we should have used that. Let me get rid of the... So the sonic screwdriver shape is like this. But then it's sort of like... I can't remember what it looks like off by heart, but I'll give it a little go. So it'll look like this sort of shape. And then what you would do is you flatten the one side of it. Like this sort of shape, you see? It's starting to take shape already, actually. So it would be sort of like this. And then as for the buttons would be quite easy. There's one button that has like an indentation like this. So all you would do is put the soft blend on. You see what I mean? It would be quite easy to make the sonic screwdriver, I think. But yeah, send me some reference images on Discord if you like, and I'll see if I can make it. Let's have a look. So these have got a ring around. Just make sure that it doesn't leave many lines, as you can see. Very cool. And then we need some Dalek bumps. I like saying that word, it's very cool. Dalek bumps here. That's a good YouTuber, by the way, if you don't know. Dalek bumps makes very good Dalek videos. Very informative information about Daleks, if you ever want to learn. So there we go. That's a Dalek spaceship roundel. And now I shall turn them upside down. Make sure they're in position. This is how they'll look when they are on the bottom of the ship, but we can, because they're separate, we can animate them to turn when the ship is in flight. There we go. I'll check that comment in just a moment, if you bear with me for a second. Now these little Dalek bumps are here, we can delete the ones that we've put onto the bottom of the ship. And now these will temporarily sit on the bottom here, so we can get a look at what it will look like. You see? Oh, ho, ho. That looks pretty good, actually. Nice. We will change the material. And colour. Make sure it all matches. There you go. Oh, that looks the business. Awesome. Right, I'm just going to catch the comment that are going by. For the Daleks, if the show put the Dead Planet or Imperial colour scheme over the 2005 model, would that be alright? I made a mod like that for Fallout. The thing is with the new series Daleks that we have down here, the NSDs, some colours on them look good, and some colours actually look horrendous. I feel like the best colour scheme for these boys, I'll do one now. It only takes 2 seconds to change the colour. So for these boys, I feel like the 1960s look is what is best for these. You see? I like them with the black domes because the rest of the Dalek looks a little bit plain. But with a black dome, like from the Evil of the Daleks, they do look quite good. So, like, I've rushed it. I need to paint the slats a different colour. But basically, this is how they would look. Yeah, the Emperor's Guards. Yep, that's the ones. So, let's just go and fly this camera over here so we can see how it will look. Yeah, they do look pretty good in that colour scheme, but when you have them gold and white, like the Imperial Daleks, they don't look that good. I think they look scary in these colours as well, especially with certain lighting, right? So let me just show you. I'll turn this off. I'll get a new temporary one, and we'll make it really dark. Make it really dark. The sun will be gone in a minute. I think that's the light shining down, actually, yeah. So certain lighting for these Daleks make them look so freaking menacing. Look at that. He's a scary boy, mate. What colour would make him look scary? Dark blue. Give him some blue. Like that. Imagine him chasing you up a dark spaceship corridor. That would be very scary. But yeah, that is my favourite colour scheme. But then if you take the same Dalek and you put it with the Imperial colours, it doesn't look that good. I don't know why. But it just doesn't look good, in my opinion. Some people have painted these like Imperial colours and it just doesn't look right. So already it's starting to look a bit crap. Just doesn't suit them, I think. Especially when they put the fender like white as well. It looks like it's more like a heaven Dalek or something, like an angel. See, when people start having the green eye, that cringes me out because green is my least favourite colour. I think the Imperial Daleks are perfect with the shape that they are. See if I've got one in here somewhere. Yep, here's an Imperial Dalek. Whoops. Yeah, some people like green, but for me, I don't know, it just reminds me of Shrek. Look at that. That's splendid. So these colours on that doesn't look that good, but for me, I feel like the Imperial Dalek is such a good design. If they brought these back and made some Imperial Daleks for the new series of Doctor Who, they would just be perfect because they look so modern. You're going to share my pain every time you see green now. You're going to think of Shrek. You can share my nightmares. But yes, definitely bring these Imperial Daleks back because they look freaking awesome.
Stay where you are. Do not move. Enemy located. Seek, locate, exterminate. Seek, locate, exterminate.
Those sound effects are so loud. They are actually hurting my ears in the earphones that I've got on. Jeez. I was going to make an Imperial Dalek game where these shoot the Renegade ones. Let me save this. I'm supposed to be making the spaceship, but I'm getting distracted. Let me show you. I literally built the courtyard where we built the courtyard literally where they battle, but it's very old. We made it ages ago. Oh, we were going to make Coal Hill School as well, by the way, but we didn't get around to it. Look at this. This was going to be sick. And then a door and a shuttle will open. Oh dear. It's broken. Ace, get away from that window. Love it. So that was that. I didn't get around to finishing that, but we will one day. I don't know if you've seen this in my previous streams, but we've also got a TARDIS. What's he doing? Calm down. Where is the game I was making? Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Need to get around to finishing it, though. Got a special weapons Dalek. Got a Scarrow. We've got a custom Dalek ship. Oof, spicy sounds. And then the plan was to have it orbit a sun. Go where the sun is. I can't move it, it's not letting me for some reason. Go where the sun is, absorb the radiation, and then at the bottom it would be like a Death Star from Star Wars. And it can just like point its bottom facing gun at planets and just destroy them. So like absorb radiation from the sun. Yeah. A sun harvester. Yeah, that sort of thing. I thought that would be cool. So we decided to make it. Got some Necros Daleks here. I would love to, bro. Honestly, that would be my dream. I would love to. Got some Necros Daleks here. They sounded really shit in Revelation of the Daleks. They didn't have a modulator. They were just like, "You're welcome with us, or be exterminated." Guys, come on. Fix your voice. Let me see if I could do a voice now, actually. Let's see if we can replicate the sound. Right, let's go. The Earth woman will come with us. It is futile to resist. I don't know how that sounds. I'm sorry if I sound weird. The Earth woman will come with us. It is futile to resist. Cool. And then we just put some... The Earth woman will come with us. It is futile to resist. There we go. Took 2 seconds. It sounds alright. It sounds decent compared to what we got in the episode. And then we're going to stick it to the... That is an empty keyframe. Oh dear. Don't know where I can stick it where the... Oh, here we go. I was trying to find this because it's got the keyframe for the lights. Is this the light keyframe? No. So where is the keyframe for the freaking lights? I need to start labeling things, man. Oh, here it is in the head. It's not where I put it. It's not here either. Where's the lights? Is it here? Is this it here? Yes, I did label it. I labelled it after all. Right, we put this into here to control the lights.
The Earth Woman will come with us. It is futile to resist.
There we go. Awesome. But yeah, these Necros Daleks, not my models, but I mean the actual Necros Daleks, they look really cool. Have I made the glass Dalek? No, we haven't. But I was going to, as you can see here. It's really hard to make things out of glass inside of Dreams, but this is our attempt of it so far. And then because it is transparent, you can have a nice pink monster inside in here. So it is very doable, you see. And then you can even blow it up. But that takes up a lot of thermal. Let me go back to... Yeah, that scene where the guy's like fighting the Dalek conditioning and trying to talk to his daughter. And then he gets blown up into smithereens. Man, that is dark, but really cool. Here is some Victory of the Daleks stuff. Not Victory of the Daleks, Time Lord Victorious. Our friend Nanny Noms told us to make it. It's not letting me load some of the levels on here. I think Dreams is bugging out a little bit. But I wanted to show you that I made an Imperial Dalek game where you can fight each other. But I can't find it. There's so much stuff on here. And it's quite old as well, like it's from a while ago. Character options suck. They need to get the license to someone else to make the Doctor Who figures because they're just lazy. They like to go the easy route of making figures using the old mould that they've got from the Primeval figures or here's some Cybermen, guys. You seen that? Need to finish those. So yeah, they used the Primeval figures and they used the old Doctor Who figures to make the new ones. So you're not getting an accurate model. A Dalek saucer. What, like the new series Dalek ones? That would be awesome. They made the Dalek shuttle from Remembrance, but it was the guy's own personal model, so you won't ever be able to afford that. But yeah, they made that on a string. They made spaceships, and that would be cool. Here we go, guys. This is what I was trying to show you. You could play as a renegade Dalek. This is the game ideas we had. If they do make some spaceships, that'd be cool. They also need to start making TARDIS interiors like what we had in 2005 when they made the Doctor's TARDIS console, because that was so freaking cool, man. It was the best place ever. That was my childhood right there. I would play for hours with my Doctor Who figures. 90% of the time they would be inside the TARDIS and some Daleks would come and they would have to blow them up. But yeah, that was magnificent. So this is like a test. Awesome. Let me read your comment. Hold on. What's your favourite TARDIS model you made in Dreams? I'm happy with how it looked. My favourite model that we've built so far is probably the 12th Doctor's TARDIS. Is this the scene with the courtyard in? Hold on, I'll get back to the TARDIS in a second. No, this isn't it. Let's find that courtyard so I can show you guys. It's due an upgrade because I made it years and years and years ago. It's very old. If I can even find it. Mothership interior. That needs an upgrade. Basically everything needs an upgrade on here. Resurrection of the Daleks, warehouse, that needs an upgrade. That definitely needs an upgrade. I can't find the set that we had the Daleks in of the courtyard. It may have been deleted, which would be very sad. I thought it was this one, but it's not. Oh, here it is. I found it. This is the courtyard from Remembrance of the Daleks. It doesn't look that good. So you'll be able to notice that the Daleks wobble. They've got a mechanism underneath them that makes them wobble when they're going across, just like they did in the episode. So yeah, this is the courtyard. The gates are blown open. Their Daleks will be coming soon. But that's that. So my favourite TARDIS interior is the 12th Doctor's one. Let me show you that real quick, and then I'll get back to building the spaceship. Let me just show you this. This is something new that we are building that we haven't showed off yet, but I'll show you guys since we're talking about TARDISes. This is a brand new 10th Doctor interior with all sorts of details. Got new wall panels. The hexagons are made very accurately. The light is shining through the walls, so you can take those away and make the light different. You see it's shining through the walls. That also means you can change the colour, so with keyframes you'll be able to change the colour. So that's what it's like when the lights are off. This is what it's like when you get the cloister bell warning. So this is what it looks like. It's hard to see, but we've detailed the flooring, we've got the lights around the centre. We need to do the console next. We've been making these buttress columns here, these things. But the hard part was just making it all look accurate, like the real one. It started off like this, measured the wall panels, done them all up, and then they look like this. I think they look quite good. And then you can have different lighting from different series. So series 1 had this sort of like pale white when Christopher Eccleston was the Doctor, and it wasn't that bright. So it looked more like this colour. Then when the cloister bell was popping off, or it was used by the Master as a paradox machine, and then when David Tennant was the Doctor, it was sort of like this yellow hue here. It's more like an orangey colour, I think, like this, when he was with Donna. There you go. So you can have all different kinds of lighting. So once that's done, that'll be interesting to see what it looks like. But for now, she'll go back to the Dalek spaceship. There's a sneak peek of something in the future that we will be bringing out. Looks really good. Definitely need Mr. Radcliffe on this dish. Yep, he's definitely going to get his ass killed by school children shooting laser beams from their hands. What a scary character. Every time I see a school child now, I'll be like, whoa. Joke, joke. So let's get back to the Dalek spaceship, which I was supposed to make hours ago. You guys distracted me, it's your fault. Okay. So these bits also have bits like the top one, but they only have 4. So how we are going to do that is we are going to copy this like this. Awesome. And now we can put the grid on as we did before and just do the details like this. Because it's more rounded this time, it will be easy to follow the shape of the curve. So, yeah, see? So now it'll be easy to follow the shape of the curve around because it's just pure round. See? Easy. Excuse me for the coughing. Do the details have the bumps on them? No, they don't. But they do have details that go all the way around. So we'll get one of these. And we will line them up so they are like symmetrical here. Push them in so they don't stick out too much. And then you've got yourself some details. See? Look at that. Gorgeous. But I think it needs to be more in the centre. So we bring these around like this. Just twist them around just a little bit. And there we go. Some nice details. Pretty simple to make. So, before I do the spaceship, now's a good opportunity to see if the texture and the colours are right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this back to 0 here and here. And I'm going to get the copper colour that we've used for the Daleks down here, because the ship is roughly the same colour as those. Hopefully this is the right one. No, I think that's the wrong one. Boop. Right, there's the colour picker. Now we're coming back up. It's a bit dark. Dear oh dear. Might need to have a little play with the colour of it. Oh yeah. That looks like the right colour. And now what we need to do... Bloody hell. Very sorry for coughing. Thank you, Sleepy Wolf, by the way. Your comment didn't come on the screen, so I didn't see that. Thanks for joining, Nibbles. I appreciate you coming in and chatting about Doctor Who. Enjoy your time on Dreams. I hope you have fun. Dreams is definitely an awesome game. I haven't got a cold. I think it's like hay fever. It keeps coming at me. I might need to end the stream in a minute because my throat is very itchy. I don't have a drink with me. But I'm just going to show you how to weather this. So how you weather things is you put the snap to grid on. You can use the soft blend, change the opacity, and then you just start weathering where you think would be the dirty parts of spaceships. My colour's not showing up very well, so what I'll do is I'll put the opacity up. If you do really thick weathering like this, like make it pure black. Not too black, but just enough. See, that looks like worn metal already. I'm sure you don't have hay fever, because I have hay fever and it makes my throat feel like that. I'm allergic to nature. So that already looks really good. And then you can start adding different shades of the gold colour in there, just a little bit. And then what I like to do is I like to put the opacity all the way down, soft blend up. I ruined it with that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just leave it as it is. Just leave it as it is. That looks really good, actually. I'm impressed with how that's actually just turned out. Skadoosh. So that is how that would look. I'm going to turn the stream off and maybe come back either later or tomorrow to finish this ship off. I won't do any more. I will save that for when I next stream, but it's looking quite good. I'm going to get some reference images of Dalek spaceships, and if you want to send any to me, then you may on Discord, Sleepy Wolf. But I'm going to end the stream because my throat is a bit dry and I need a drink. I think on Saturday my right ear was blocked, so I could still hear things. Oh yeah, you can get like an ear infection when you have like a cold or something. That's not fun. Right. It was fun streaming. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it a day early because I do not feel up to streaming. My voice hurts. But I'll be back later or tomorrow and I'll finish the spaceship. So thank you all for tuning into my lovely live stream. I didn't mean to call it a lovely live stream. That was a bit rude. Sorry. Thank you for tuning into my stream. My little stream is what I'm supposed to say. Welcome to tuning into my little stream. I'll be back tomorrow or later on. I might play some Battlefront Star Wars later on, actually, if I'm bored. So, until I see you, have a great day and peace.